You're driving, you're thinking of material to say. I don't even put the fucking radio on. On the way down, I don't listen to the radio. It's all in my head, just thinking about shit. I have an idea, before I leave, I write something down, but it's not really, it's just a little roadmap to have in my head. The percentages of you doing better, looking over your material before you go on stage, you get higher percentage of doing better if you look over your material. Everybody knows that. It's funny. Diaz said something this Wednesday on the podcast that really made a lot of sense. And I got a lot of emails of it. I got a lot of calls about it. It was a very funny line. And I thought about what he said. He said that there's actually comics. There's comedians that actually think about what they're going to say before they go on stage, And that's a confusing line for a lot of young comics. Like, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Everybody always says to look over your material, to have your set list, you know what I'm saying? And I thought about what he said. I talked to Rogan about it. Me and Rogan were laughing about that line. He's like, oh my God, that was such, because Mike, One by One podcast, put it on whatever. And it was just him talking about, they look at their fucking iPhones, and you just have to think, you shouldn't think about it. And it's really true. And it worked for me this weekend in Columbus. Don't think about it. It should be organic. Mm-hmm. I have a route. I always make it as organic as I can when I go on stage because I have a route I'm going to take. I just fuck it up on purpose. I fuck it up on purpose to make my dick get hard, to make me excited. Because if I run the set the same way every night, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I'm going to die. I'm not that type of comic. So I have a route, but I'm thinking about what he said. Just be funny. They don't give a fuck about jokes. Just go up there and be funny. And you know what? I wrote like 5 jokes this week because I kept it light in my mind.
You weren't so kept to your script?
Yeah. And that's always been the case. Whenever I stick to my script, I eat a bag of dicks.
That's so interesting.
Eat a bag of dicks. Whenever I stick to my script, I eat a bag of dicks. It's not organic. It's not organic.
Yeah.
I have a route. Look at it. I'm going to go to the Comedy Store tonight. I'm going to take the fucking Laurel Canyon and hook a right on Sunset and go to the Comedy Store, right? But I go up to Laurel Canyon, and there's 2 Priuses that crashed against each other, and there's an electrical fire, and I can't get through. What do? You hire a helicopter? No, you make a U-turn, and you go down 2 blocks past the school. What's the high school? The expensive one on Laurel Canyon where it costs money to go, Denzel's kids.
Oh, yeah, I don't know the name. It starts with a C or something like that. Yeah.
And you get
right by the boxing place, right?
Yeah. You get on the 101 South. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
You take an alternate exit.
Uh-huh.
So the same thing happens for your material. If you go up there and those first 3 fucking jokes that you brilliantly wrote don't work, talk about your day. Get away from that material and then slide back into it.
I just said this to someone about you the other day, is that you're never as dangerous as when you're not working on something. And what I mean by that is, like, when you're working on something, you have something coming up, like, you're very scripted, you personally. I've noticed that when you don't have anything coming up,
no, that's the most.
You're the most dangerous.
I don't want to. That's why I don't ever want to shoot a special again.
Like with Netflix.
Yeah, don't ever want to shoot a special.
You gotta. You're just like, I don't have anything to prepare for. You can just do whatever the fuck you want. Like, that's when you're at your best.
Yeah, no, that's. I don't want to ever do a special. I don't ever want to be put in that box again.
That's how it's either happened. You or the priest was like fucking huge.
Huge. I'm 0-2 with specials. Because I had to be confined to something in my mind. I confined myself, to be honest with you. Nobody confined me. Yeah. I could blame whoever the fuck I want. Nobody confined me. I tried to become a stand-up comic, and I forgot about who the fuck I was. And I didn't realize it till when I got on the plane back from Vegas after the Netflix special. I never used that material again. That wasn't even my material.
Yeah, that was weird. You didn't even do both shows. You didn't do your material.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never really done that material again. Like, it's just done. Like, I was so sick of feeling like that. I was so sick of feeling like a stand-up comic about to go on stage. I had a friend years ago that went on Letterman, and I saw what they would put him through. Not Letterman, The Tonight Show. What The Tonight Show would put him through. And I decided, like my 4th year of comedy, I don't want to be on Letterman or The Tonight Show. Like, I knew it. Even a couple months ago, they were looking for edgier comics for The Tonight Show. They put Robert Kelly on.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of people were making tapes. I didn't make a tape. I don't ever want to be in that position.
Were you approached to?
One guy asked me, you should make a tape. They're looking for edgier comics on Leno. on whatever that is, that other show. I just didn't want to.
Yeah.
I just don't ever want to work in those restraints no more. I'm too old. I'm too set in my ways. I want to work the way I work in the original. If I don't work like that across the country, people shouldn't pay to come see me. That's the way they want to see me work, how I work at the store. No predetermined nothing. Just go out there and be a fucking savage. In my mind, I'm on the corner with 6 of my buddies. And we already smoked dope and we're about to go eat a fucking deli sandwich. This is the shit we would do. If I put myself there, that's when I'm dangerous. That's when I'm dangerous. Once that leg goes back, I'm the fucking quarterback from New England. Once this right leg goes back, you're done.
Yeah.
Don't let that right leg go back for more than 3 seconds. That's a touchdown.
Yeah.
The more time you give Brady, you're done. Once he steps back,
absolutely,
you're done. When you play Tom Brady, don't let him step back. You want to beat the New England Patriots? Don't let him step back. Beat him to that second leg, and you'll beat the Patriots all the time. Nobody's figured that out. Tough to do.
Yeah.
Tough to do. But that's the same thing with me. I realized that once that leg goes back, I got you. I feel comfortable. And for a while, I did edibles and I did Xanax to try to relax on stage. None of that shit works. I don't want to be relaxed on stage. I want to be up there like an animal. When I get those anxiety, panic attacks now, I just breathe through.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
I was just talking about this with a guest on my podcast recently. We're talking about like not being under any influence when you're on stage, and a lot of people do it for the nerves before they go on stage. But to me, I've never been in the habit. I mean, you've known me a long time. I don't do anything before I go on stage. There's nothing better than the feeling of just being on stage and nothing else substituting it. You know, if I want to feel that moment.
I like smoking pot and going on stage. I didn't like drinking and going on stage. Between you and I don't like when comics drink on stage.
Yeah.
I just don't like
when
it.
They have one up there with them.
There's certain comics that are boozers.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
They get away with it.
You know what I'm saying? Bert is the real deal.
Ron White
is the real deal.
Yeah, he makes it look good.
There's guys that go up there to drink to be cool.
Yeah.
I see right through that.
He'd actually have a drink up
and
there.
the audience sees right through that.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
So if I see right through it, they'll see right through it. You know, a lot of young comics bring a drink up. Mm-hmm. A lot of young comics.
I've noticed that.
Even at open mics.
Yeah. Don't bring a drink up. Don't bring a drink up. Why fidget with them? Bring a water. You're doing 40 minutes, 20 minutes. You're going to get thirsty.
Yeah.
But to bring a drink up and shit, I don't like none of that.
I like when they bring a water when they're doing 5.
Yeah.
And a towel.
Yeah. What the fuck are you giggling about? Nobody.
Why did you like him? What did
He did an error.
I knew a second ago, but now keep going from where you told it, because then.
You know that little forehead you got?